were thrown at me like I was unprotected. I was unsafe. I was intimidated. I was bullied. I had no shelter.
You guys, we had a very emotional task. Dano, now you do this one. No, now you do this one. So let's talk about the Dano task and how it got to the point where literally all the housemates were in tears. But let's not jump to that end. Let's not jump to that part yet. Let me just give you guys a breakdown of how the Dano task went from the first task to the final task. So welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please do well to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So Dano started off by giving them a treat, you know, drinks, smoothie, milkshake, snacks, and all of that, which I think was really nice. So after that, they started with the first task, which was a quiz session that had to, you know, involve the different teams. So speaking of the different teams, the first team that went had Shegs, Daniela, Hermes, and Fina, and they were able to answer 6 questions out of 10 questions. They didn't do badly though. They actually really tried, because some questions were not, you know, some questions were not so easy.
Milk is a complete meal, true or false?
True.
Thank you. All right. Calcium in Dano milk contributes to the maintenance of what?
Teeth and bones.
Perfect. Correct.
Then the next team had Doyin, Rachel, Allison, and Chomzi. Doyin and Rachel really did good. Like, they brought it on. They answered almost all the questions. They scored 9 over 10, and the one they didn't even answer, I feel like they would have gotten it. So they really did well. Then the next team was full of guys, just like the previous team was full of ladies. This next team was this next team had Brian, Adekunle, Groovy, and Dotun. So it's almost like they had a girls team and then the guys team. This particular team also did very well. Adekunle and Groovy were the ones that answered the questions for their team, and they also scored 9 over 10. Then the final team had Bella, Cheesy, Elo Swag, and Chichi. This team, they came with bomb. They came to fight because there was a lot of attitude given on stage. Bella was giving a lot of attitude, and then Fina was the one that was supposed to vet for their team. So there was a little, you know, back and forth on stage, a little attitude that was given on stage, but you know, they were able to move past that.
What is the capital of Bayelsa?
Yenagoa.
Yes, correct. How long is the third mainland bridge in Nigeria?
Okay, not be smart, you know. So moving on to the next part of the task. So for this next phase, they were tasked to create a jingle or a rendition of the main Ala Dano song, the main song that they used for the advert. So that's what they were tasked to do. The first team that went were team Dano Cool Cow, that had Bella, Cheesy, Elo Swag, and Chichi. Their presentation of their song, Sha.
It makes you feel good. Don't you feel good? I've been a fashion. Iodine. Some with potassium.
When they finished, I was trying to understand what was going on stage. I didn't understand it. So what now made it worse is that the next team that now came on stage, their presentation was really good. Like, they had the vibe, they had the voice, and you know, they also did good. They were very coordinated. So the next set of people that came, the next team was team UTH. That's Brian, Adekunle, Groovy, and Dotun.
Sure, you know that Dano's cheering on. Dano's cheering on. Oh, drink up your Dano milk, go for it, Dano milk.
I enjoyed their own song so much. It had vibes. I don't know whether they met the criteria, but they did good. I enjoyed it. It had a lot of vibe. It was just it. And then for the next team, we had the ladies, Doyin, Rachel, Allison, and Chomzi. And for their own, they messed up on stage. Rachel laughed at a point. Although before Rachel even laughed, I feel like they were kind of going off key or something, but their song wasn't so bad. But Rachel laughed on stage, which I think is gonna really mess things up, because they didn't end up finishing. They tried the second time, but they were still laughing, in fact.
Dano milk, don't let Dano, don't let anything stop.
The laughter got the entire teammates so pissed off. They were like, why are you laughing? Like, what's that all about? They got so they got so mad. Then the next team, we had Fina, Hermes, Daniela, and Chegs. For this particular team, they were singing nonsense with confidence. Okay, let me not say nonsense per se, but like this, it wasn't giving. But Fina was now trying to hype the whole thing, like, okay, you guys need to bring in the energy.
Drink up, come on, you're Dano milk. You're sad up, come on, you're Dano milk. Go for it, you're Dano milk.
It's Adekule dancing for me. Like, what is it dancing to, you guys? This particular part was so funny. So you know, that's all for the 4 teams that performed the song. Now this next part was the part that was very emotional damage. So this next part, they were tasked to create stories, tell their story, like tell a story where you were more like doubted and you still push through. You still, you know, you guys know that Dano adverts, the way like people doubt you but then you still pull through. So for this part of the task, they had to go individually, so it was like all man for himself. Hermes went first. He told the story of his mom. I don't know if you guys know his mother's story. It was trending online, so there was a time he was looking for his mom, and it was a very emotional story, right?
Help me find my mom. Heavily guarded it was. Myself and a number of friends and family members.
From Hermes to Chomzi coming to also tell a story that was a little bit touching. She didn't even finish. She said she could not really go through with it. She started crying. People on the chair started crying too. Like, it was a crying fest. You guys, I even got like really emotional at some point. Shex cried, Bella cried, Adekunle cried, Rachel cried. In fact, most of them, even those that did not cry on stage, they cried on their seats. Okay, I don't think Brian cried, I don't think Daniela. In fact, I don't even know, but almost all of them cried, Sha. And let me just show you guys some of the emotional moments from their performances.
No child should grow up without a parent.
I just think a lot of people doubted me, you know, like.
I was unprotected. I was unsafe.
I think for me it was Chichi's own presentation that got me really emotional because of how she presented it. But I can't put all the presentations here. I can't put everybody's own here because it's pretty long and YouTube will not allow me to do that. You can watch Banky the Bestowed, or if you want me to post it on my Instagram page, I can post it for you guys. But for now, it's already on Banky the Bestowed's page. You can watch it. I think that Daniela and Brian really followed through with the criteria of what was required. Like, okay, you struggled, you pulled through. And then people that also said the way they tell the story matters, and the presentation and all of that. So I think for me though, they've not yet announced the winner. If they announce the winner before I post this video, I'm going to include it here. So they've announced the winners, and Team UTH won. That's Brian, Adekunle, Groovy, and Dotun. Congratulations to them.
The team with the most impressive outing in the jingle rendition is Team Dano UHT. To all housemates, don't forget to always go for it. Big brother.
So there was no judgment for the last part of the task. They only judged the quiz part and then the song part. For the last part, that's the storytelling part, I think that they might just give all of them prizes for that. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.